Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and X-Men Gold, issue number 32. All right, I was nervous about reading this because I was starting to get a little tired of the Hound stories coming back, the Days of Future Past stories coming back. I was getting a little tired of it. Well, I'm glad that all of those fears were kind of taken away from me. All right, Guggenheim writes an amazing story here. For the most part, the X-ladies are still, all of the X-Men are dealing with the fallout of the wedding and the non-wedding and then the actual wedding. All right, more on that. Well, no more on that in this review. You know what happened. You had to. There were spoilers, for crying out loud. But they're still dealing with the fallout from that. Illyana is talking to Storm about, man, it's all my fault. I planted the seed. And all of a sudden, she just kind of, and I'm sitting there staring at this. And Pepe Larraz, man, the artist, he's an amazing artist. J. David Ramos doing the colors and Corey Petit doing the lettering. Phil Noto doing these beautiful covers. But Pepe Larraz is, Perry Perez is an amazing artist, all right? So I'm sitting here looking at this one panel where these two panels where Illyana all of a sudden just kind of goes, and then falls over, drops her coffee and everything. And I'm thinking, did something hit her? I don't see anything having hit her. And then a little bit later, I realized, oh, it was a psychic attack that hit her. Okay, that makes sense. That was really well done, because I think that the whole point of it was for us to not understand what the heck hit her. A Sentinel, they say Mark 1. That wasn't no Mark 1, man. I remember those Mark 1s from back when, back in the day. What was that, issue number 2 of the X-Men? Whatever issue that was, issue 10. Anyway, like the original X-Men way back in the day. Yeah, those things look like humans wearing really flappy cardboard pajamas or something, all right? Anyway, a Sentinel Mark 1, and it just takes her out. And you're thinking, he's just shooting this energy beam at her, but I didn't see an energy beam. What's going on? Very well done. And the art, man, the art really made you second guess everything you were reading in that couple of pages, you know? Later on, all the X-Men wind up getting involved. Storm winds up getting hurt in a really bad way, which I think is going to be what leads us into figuring out what Stormcaster actually is. I'm telling you right now, more than any other of these amazing stories that I've been reading in X-Men Gold, this is what really turns me on about the stories. I can't wait to see what Guggenheim is going to do with Stormcaster. Like, what is Stormcaster? There's supposed to be some kind of secret there. Damn it, I need to know. Regardless, she gets put out of action, and I think that's going to lead to us figuring out what's up. Young Cyclops, is written so well in this. It's amazing. He talks his sort of daughter down. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. I really dug that. Like, it was written so well. It was drawn well too, because, like, you know, images like this. Images like that. And this is not the only image that happens like this, where you're seeing two versions of the same character. What you're supposed to see and what she's seeing, but what she's trying to see. Like, this is, oh man, this is fantastic art, excellent design, the layout, the layouts and everything about this is just fantastic. I love this. But like, her actually being talked down, it was very believable. And that is probably the coolest part of this. Seeing stuff like this, seeing the way that she goes from one angle to the next. I mean, it's drawn that you could tell it's the exact same image, and yet somehow, like, it wasn't traced. You could tell it wasn't traced, you know, but just, oh man, really well done. Like, the look in her eyes doesn't change, but everything else in the scene, for the most part, changes. That's great. That's great. And then we're going to come to a scene like this. Oh man, just so much there. I don't understand what Mentallo actually was, or excuse me, Mentallo. That would be a heck of a crossover. I don't understand what Mesmero was here. Is it actually him dealing with her, or is it something else? Is it just a seed that he planted inside of her? I'm not sure. Looking forward to finding out, though. But man, this is good. The only parts I don't like are the relationships, for the most part. The whole Nightcrawler and Prestige romance thing was just, it was rushed. It was kind of, to me, it's not believable. It's not realistic. It's boring. Also, to kind of find out that the new version of Pyro is gay and that he's hooked up with Bobby Drake. What the frick, man? What's going on here? What is it? They're just like, I think that a fire and ice relationship would be really good. There were characters called Fire and Ice in DC. Where are they now? Exactly. So I don't see the point. I don't see the point. Dude, just like, I get it that Bobby's gay. Here's the thing. If the only thing you can do, and I'm not gay, so this is just me talking, and if you think I'm wrong, then okay. But I think that if the only way that you can define someone who's gay is by their relationships, I think that we're missing the point. Because that would be like saying the only way that you can define a heterosexual is by their relationships. And that's not it. Bobby Drake is not just a... Look, I've accepted he's a gay character. Who cares? Actually, I don't want to know who cares. That doesn't concern me. But like, for the most part, yeah, who cares? He's gay. Cool. But the only Bobby character progression that we're getting is who he's dating. And I'm really looking to get something else out of Bobby Drake. Not just who he's sleeping with. I don't care. I don't care who he's sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? The cool part about the relationship between, you know, the wedding that we were supposed to get with Kitty Pryde and Colossus was that they really are two different people. Yeah, they've been together on and off, on and off, on and off for a really long time. It's like, maybe it could work. This is never going to work. Nobody thought this could work. Some people thought this could work. There was so much there. There was a lot there. It's not just the idea that, oh yeah, these two are sleeping together. No, there was a lot there. This is just a, well, technically 3-night stand. But like, come on. Come on, man. Bobby Drake is a hell of a lot more. And you know what? That's the thing. Nobody can sit there and say that Gambit isn't a well-fleshed-out character. Nobody can say that Rogue is not a well-fleshed-out character. So, not just, like by themselves, they're great characters, but they've also got a history. But a lot of other characters have a history with them also. But when these two got married, it was one of those things where it's like, now this makes perfect sense. The Colossus and Kitty Pryde thing, yeah, it's believable. You know what I'm saying? Myself, when I first saw it, oh, she just proposed to him? Yeah, I guess, but like, haven't they had too many all of it was just, there was a lot more there than just, oh, they're sleeping together, so yeah. Nah, dude, there was so much more there. That's why the relationship between Nightcrawler and Prestige just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work. It's like, I read your mind when I was hurt. You cared. Dummy, I cared. And you're not even real. Maybe I'm the one who's not real. Ooh, a conundrum. But the idea is, like, you're a comic book character, and when she got hurt, I was like, oh shoot, Rachel got hurt. Does that mean that I qualify to date her? Come on, man. Like, that just didn't make any sense. I wouldn't say no to Prestige. That's not the point. That's not the point, okay? It didn't make sense. You cared about me. Let's do it. Let's tongue wrestle. Come on, man. So likewise here, oh, yeah, what, I'm not even going to say it. The idea of, like, you turned this Simon guy gay. No, nobody turned anybody gay, but, like, can you build it? I know the comic book is ending. Maybe let somebody else build it. Maybe ask, dude, you're Mark Guggenheim. I'm pretty sure that if you told Marvel, you know what I'd really like to do? I'd like to start my own little thing, all right? I'd like to do a Bobby Drake X-Men team. That's what I'd like to do. Will you let me do that? And then also I can explore the relationship between Simon and this guy and have this fire and ice combo. I'm pretty sure that Marvel would say yes. I would say yes if I were in charge. I'm pretty sure CB Cebulski would say yes. I'm pretty sure that, you know, all these guys in charge would say yes. All right, so that's just me. But to put, like, anything new that happens in this comic book at this point, when we know it's going to end in just a few issues, is tenuous at best. It's so weird. Why do that? So this relationship, whatever the heck it was, this hookup, it didn't make sense. And if the only the only character progression that we're going to get for Bobby is that, oh, he's sleeping with this person now. Take Bobby out of the comic book. There was never any purpose at all, ever. Find me one reason why Bobby Drake was in this comic book. Find me one reason why Bobby Drake was ever in this comic book. All 35 issues that are going to be out, with the other issues not even out yet. These 32 issues that came out, what was one good reason why Bobby Drake was actually in this comic book? Exactly. So if the only thing that we're getting is, oh, now he's sleeping with this person. Dude, maybe this is the problem with straight people writing gay characters. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Research, insight, something else. This was pointless. This was so pointless. And if Bobby just wasn't even in the darn story, it would have been better. There was no purpose in him being in the story. Especially like this issue. Literally, the only thing that actually happened was, oh, there's a fire and ice relationship. Isn't that cool? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, I still enjoyed the comic book. You could just ignore those pages and move on with the rest of the story. It was good. It was good. Dude, flesh out a story or don't tell it. That's the best advice that I could possibly give from a non-comic pro. Anyway, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.